Hey folks, and welcome back to another P3D video. Today we are in the 777-300 ER. As I decided, why not? Let's go for it, and I did. And I mean, there's nothing different, about it. It's the exact same as the 200. The only difference is it's a bit longer and it can carry more fuel, and it's just heavier to fly really at the end of the day. Oh, those frames aren't good, so I'm just going to go back. And we're also at Dubai International as well, so by Flight Tampa that is. This scenery actually seems to be working okay. Flight Tampa Amsterdam seems to be a bit broken. I mean, I'm going through the floor every time I fly out there, so yeah, not good. But I'm going to try and fix it. So I thought, why not do a bit of a longer flight today? I mean, the airport we're going to go to, their scenery isn't exactly perfect either. They've got a floating road, which is weird, but I mean, we'll still fly to the airport. So from the title of the video, we are flying from Dubai in the Middle East over to Los Angeles in North America. So it's about a 16-hour flight. We'll quickly have a look at the flight plan. So as you can see today, we are the Emirates 215 from Dubai to Los Angeles. We're a 777-300ER, registration Alpha 6 Echo Papa uniform. Time en route is going to be 15 hours 38 minutes, so quite a long flight. And we've got a lot of step climbs which are going to need programming, but it looks like we'll mainly be sitting at, I don't know. Yeah, got a lot of different cruise altitudes. Zero fuel weight today is going to be 206.8 tons, and our fuel today is going to be 139.4 tons as well. So enough of the flight plan. Let's go ahead into the cockpit and actually get everything set up. So I actually went and turned these on because this would have taken ages to start up. So I'm glad I've done that because now it's actually finally started up, which is good. Right, so let me get the flight plan back up. And as always, we have Project Fly running in the background. So we'll get our fuel and payload done first before we set up the rest of the aircraft. We don't want to forget that. So block fuel today, like I said, is going to be 139,401 kilograms, or 139.4 tons. And that is catering also done as well, which will close. We'll close all those doors in a minute. Payload, zero fuel weight is going to be 206.8 today, or 206,768 kilograms. So there we go. So fairly light on the payload today, but in terms of fuel, we're very heavy. I've went and requested the boarding to start as well now. I don't know why, but GSX with this airport just likes to board all the passengers within like 3 seconds, but the cargo still takes about 10 years to do, which is fine. Right, we'll go ahead and start doing everything now. So let's get our dome light on. And I've also got Reshade installed, as you can see. So I'm running the Sky Clarity Cold preset. I've turned off a couple of things, turned down some settings because it was really blue. So I've turned some things down, but that's still running, which makes the sim look a wee bit more nicer. This flight as well departs at 8:30 in the I don't even know. I just see an 8:30, so I put 8:30 in. So I'm not actually running in real time at the moment. I'm running on a time set in the sim. That reminds me, actually, let's go ahead and get KSIM saver running, because I don't want my flight crashing in the middle of this, because this plane doesn't actually have an installer made for it. It's frozen because it's just in an autosave. Give it a minute. Because this plane actually doesn't have PMDG haven't made an actual installer for this aircraft yet. Essentially, it's buggy when you do certain things. So if you try and pop out the displays, the sim will crash, which I've learned a hard lesson doing a few times. So I'm not going to make that mistake today. But enough, I'm blabbering on. Let's just get started. So ADIU on, we'll arm the emergency exit light, service interphone on. We'll quickly do a quick fire test. And it's working, perfect. We'll pop our nav light and logo light on. Since it's dark at the moment, we can put our logo light on, and our left and right packs can come on. VOR left and right on the captain and first officer side can come on. Oxygen mask we'll test on the captain's side, which is working. I don't know if you've seen that as well. GSX just said all the passages have been boarded, which is weird. Yeah, don't know. Oxygen and first officer side's been checked as well, and is good. We'll come down here, set the park and brake, turn our microphones on, even though we're not on VATS, and we'll turn them on. And we'll set 2000 on the transponder, and we'll do a quick TCAS test. Give it a minute.
TCAS test fail.
Oh, yeah, it will say fail because we've not got our position in. We'll do it in a minute, right? We'll do the rudder there as well. Right, FMC, position in it. So we are at Dubai today. At gate Bravo 19, I believe it is. Yeah, Bravo 19. And we'll pop our inertial position in there. Route today, so we'll put in Oscar Mike Delta Bravo, Dubai, and then Kilo Lima Alpha X-Ray, Los Angeles, like so. We're the Emirates 215. And runway for departure, we're expecting 12 right. So quite a short taxi actually for us. Got the legs page, there we go. We'll activate that, and I assume it'll be the Davmo for golf departure, which it is, because Davmo's our first waypoint. So 12 right, Davmo for golf departure, that's an RNAV departure. I know that because I flew it here, I think I've flown out here once, yeah, flown out here once the other day just to quickly test the airport. I landed as well, but this dynamic lighting for this airport just destroys the frames, as you can already tell. This is the AnyBuild's dynamic lighting that I'm using. And then we're expected for the ILS for 7 right on the Chemo 3 arrival. On the, let's have a look. I know we shouldn't plan for it just now because it will probably change, but I always do it anyway because for some reason SimBrief always manages to guess correctly what our arrival runway will be. So that's 2507. So we'll go with what we got, Santa Monica, Van Nuys. We'll transition through Lake Hughes because that's on our arrival. Perfect. And we don't have any of those waypoints on our flight plan, I don't believe. No, we don't. That's perfect. Let me execute that. And we'll walk through the plan just now. We'll actually pop data on that one as well as the first officer side. And we'll just walk through it now. So it should be a left turn after departure, which it does. And we're basically heading straight north over Russia, like kind of over, you know, we're going very north, right over Greenland, basically, the most northern point. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. That's us coming down. And then, oh. We'll just come back one page just so I can check that that flight plan discontinuity is okay, which it is. And we'll zoom out a bit there. I don't want to click the screen and pop it out. If I do that, what happens? Yeah, we can just extend our thingy out there, which is perfect. So we'll come down, and then what I'll do is I'll probably, if we do land on 07 right, I'll just pull head and come out here and just make a 180 around and grab the localizer. And I'll just quickly finish that off, so that'll be our go around hold as well. Right, so we'll go map. Perfect. And cargo's already started loading on, which is perfect. Right, we'll go root, performance in it. Gross weight today is 346.2, so we're near our max takeoff weight, but not too close. 346.2, which is correct, which matches up to 06.8. Reserve wise, it's 2660 plus 2876. Our alternate fin res, which comes out at 5,536 kilograms, which comes to 5.5 tons. So let's pop that in there. Cruise altitude initially is going to be 290. I need to remember to do that, and I'm just going to double check. I believe cost index on this chart that I use for Emirates is 336. Yeah, why was I going to say 36? It's 36. 36. Yeah. Because we're really heavy, I'm going to go not put a cell temp on it. I should probably get top cat, that would be really handy. And we'll also go with a flap 5 departure. Center of gravity can go in there. Oh my goodness, let's change that to flap 15. There you go. Much better. Yeah, let's not go with a flap 5. I was going to do flap 15 and I thought, nah, flap 5 will do, but it just didn't. Right, while we're quickly doing this, I am just going to go ahead and do some overhead panel stuff. So seatbelt signs can come on, fuel pumps can also come on, and we'll go ahead and start the APU. And I'm going to go ahead and pop in all our flight stuff, our altitudes. So initial cruise is flight level 290, then it azimuth it's saying down to 280, but we're not going to do that. So we're going to SOLAC next, which will step up to flight level 300. Perfect. Then at TRN it's saying 290, then NSR 300, then we're going to Obabe. Where's Obabe? There we go, there's Obabe. We're going to step up to 320. 320, step at Obabe. Then Lakeg it's saying down to 310, but we won't do that. Then Olaru, we're at 320. Petal is the next one, which is let's have a look. Where's Petal? I just went past it. Petal, there we go. We're going to step up to 340. So it looks like we'll be cruising at 32,000 feet for near enough. Quite a large or vast proportion of the flight, or major part of the flight, sorry. I forgot to put the S in. Flight level 340, step at Petal. Then it's Charlie Bravo. Actually, so before we actually get really north, we're stepping up to 340, so for that really northern section, we'll be at 340. Charlie Bravo, there we go. CB, we're stepping up to flight level 360, step. And then at Bispo, we're stepping up to flight level 370, which has actually got it in already, but I'm just going to quickly, just for my own reassurance, I'm just going to do that. And that will fix itself. Yup. Right, perfect. So that's all of that set. We'll go ahead and set our MCP. So V2 is 182. So heading for this runway is, can't remember it. Runway heading is, it's 119, isn't it? Yeah, 119. And I believe the initial climb is 4,000 feet. I'm just gonna double check that just so I'm not eyeballing it. But yeah, initial climb 4,000 feet. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and do a one data request. We'll go ahead and turn the flight directors on. LNAV VNAV can also come on. So that will send. Let me grab up the checklist. Let's set the altimeter RQNH. QNH is 1017. I'm just going to quickly give the weather a quick refresh just so it's not mucking me around. Right, we'll load that wind data request, and then transition level is 13,000. Sorry, transition altitude. Sorry, is 13,000 feet. And destination forecast uplink ready. We'll load that just to get rid of that. Right, oxygen's been tested 100%. Flight instruments heading is 030, altimeter 1017, 1017, 1017. Park and brakes is set. Fuel control switches are at cutoff. Flight deck doors always closed and locked. Passenger signs are on. MCP V2 is 182, heading tracks 119er, and altitudes 4,000 feet. Takeoff speeds V1 is 167, VR is 176, and V2 is 182. CDU pre-flight is completed, and we can also double check that in that pre-ICAS, which it is. Trim is going to be 6.75 units, 0 on the aileron and 0 on the rudder, which is there just for anyone who was wondering. Taxi takeoff briefing, so we're going to push back with our nose to the right. Taxi along. Oh, interesting. So apparently Bravo 19 doesn't exist on the charts. Yeah, actually, I don't know. Okay, so this must be quite an old. This gate must not exist anymore. No, it does exist. It's just on the charts it's not. So we'll push back onto. I don't even know. I think it's uniform. Because I'll show you in the chart quickly. It's so confusing. If you're on this way, you're gonna hit the planes, but if you're on this one, you don't. So, well, it's gonna push us back onto uniform probably, but we'll push back onto Juliet all the way around to this intersection, Kilo 8, which will turn left at Kilo, go all the way along to Kilo 1 to get us onto the runway, and then I'll just fly it until when I want to fly it, really. I believe that's boarding done, which it is. Stacks to takeoff briefing is completed, and beacon light will pop on, so that's the before start checklist completed. Go ahead and grab the engine page up. We'll operate the jetway. We'll go ahead and close all our doors. And we'll go ahead and request pushback and departure. Do you want to request pushback? Yep. We'll turn the dome light off. We'll get some lighting, since it is going to be a bit dark. Oh, it's doing an autosave. Give it 1 minute, there we go. So this is actually the dynamic lighting that's lighting everything up, which is quite cool. We'll go ahead and do a quick transponder check, and we'll set that to alt reporting off. The sun should be rising soon. I don't know why it's not. At 8:30 in the morning, it should be
TCAS test. Pass.
Perfect. Oh. Why has the time done that? Why is it set it to midnight? That's not what I wanted. Let's just let it reset. I hope I've not broke this in doing this. I probably have. No, I've not. It's just reloading everything. I'm just going to quickly cut this out. Okay, so that's it done. Right, so in terms of pushback, yeah, there we go. That's. I don't know why it set it to midnight. It should have been. I don't know why. Anyway, that's P3D for you. We'll push back. Yeah, push back. We'll quick edit it. It's not gonna let me do it. Do you know what? We'll just go with it. We'll just go with what it's saying. You can get removed. That's cool. Remove you. Fragments released. Oh, hydraulics. It's important we turn that on. I should have waited until that yellow fault light went out before I done anything, but it's okay. We'll turn the local light off as well because we don't need it anymore. Right, left engine, number to engine will pop to start. Fuel control switch can go to run now. That's so frustrating. Why did this? I don't even know. I set it to. Do you know what? We're just gonna leave it. We're just gonna ignore P3D because clearly P3D is wanting to bug me. Right, so don't need all that lighting now. There was no need for it. You can come off. We'll turn you off as well. We'll bring you back. Hello? Why is this not? Oh, there you go. It's done now. You can go back. So can you. And we'll do the same here. Perfect. So go start on engine number 1. Sorry, engine number 2. We'll start engine number 1 now. So engine number 1 switch can go to start. Fuel control switch can go to run now. I hope it stops us. Hello, Mr. G6 man. Hey, there we go. Right, park and brake we can set. Good engine start. Leave us alone. That's a quick engine start, gosh. Right, engines are good. We'll go ahead and off just now, and we'll just go and set everything. So if you can come off, these fault lights will go out in 1 second. Auto brake can go to RTO. And it's now. Oh, I forgot to start the timer. For our block time. I've done that. That's the 3rd time I've done that now. We'll start it just now, and then we'll we'll leave it running for a couple minutes after we land. Right, so flight control check. Fill back, forward, fill left, fill right, fill right, fill left. So flight controls have been checked. We'll go to the checklist now. Anti-ice is on auto. Recall is checked. It's just TCAS, which is fine. Auto brakes, so we can disregard the TCAS. Auto brakes set to RTO. Flight controls checked, and ground equipment is now clear, like he says. go to normal checklist, we'll set flaps 15. We'll just turn that off just now. Why is that saying... I must have forgotten to click execute. That's fine. I was wondering why it said display. Right. That's flaps 15 set. Let's get taxiing. So, when we turn this on, taxi light on, parking brake off, we'll make a right turn here. We're going to need a bit of power though. We're going to be off that taxi line a wee bit, but that's okay. Right, I don't know how operations at Dubai work, but it seems as though they get pushed onto the outer one. Oh, I don't even know. Or do they get pushed out onto that one? I don't... Do you know what? Do you know what? Screw it. We'll just take this one. I don't care. I'll have a look at how they would do their operations once we finish this video. Before I forget as well, let's set trim, which is... I'm not going to pop that display out in case the sim crashes. So it'll be 6.75. So let me just quickly do that. 6.75. There's 650, 6.75. Set. Come on. Yeah, so I don't know if, because it's really whatchamacallit, like it's I mean, if there was planes parked here, surely the wing would hit off the tail. Or maybe it just looks like it would, but it wouldn't. Who knows really. Should we turn the heat on to get ourselves nice and warm? That's a wee neat feature, shoulder heaters. That'd be quite nice. Need one of them in my car. Honestly, this reshade preset makes the sim look much better. I don't know if it's just me, I just personally think it does, to be honest. Look at that. Let's grab that screenshot. Just in case we need a thumbnail, which we will. What am I saying? In case I need a thumbnail. Of course I'll need a thumbnail. I may not use it as a thumbnail, who knows. Oh, there's someone in their Ferrari. I was going to make a comment there, but I'm not going to say it. Right, we'll go out here to Kilo. Because this is Zulu there. So cabin is ready, which is perfect. Those pack yellow fault lights should be out, which they are for the packs. Lovely jubbly, that's what you like to see. Clear on the right, and we're clear on our left. I'm really excited for when PMDG release the update, because we're going to get a EFB and electronic flight bag. I believe it's going to have the performance and everything done on it, which will be so good. Because obviously the 747-400 doesn't have the electronic flight bag, or the EFB, whatever you want to call it. So on the 747-800 expansion pack that PMDG made, they do have an EFB, but on this the base package they don't, and for this aircraft they don't. But 737 they do have it on the NGXU, I believe, which is really handy. to be honest, really handy. So I'm really excited for the update. Hopefully, you know, everything, which the 200 update as well will be so handy, especially for like airlines like British Airways, because they don't fly the LR, they fly the ER variant. Most airlines who have the 777-200 fly the ER. I think Emirates are like one of the only airlines that fly the LR variant. Right, before takeoff checklist, flat 15 is set. I'm just going to double check it on this side as well, which it is. So before takeoff checklist is completed. Right. Kilo 4, oh my goodness. Well, sorry, that's Kilo 3 actually, not Kilo 4, it's Kilo 3. Kilo 4 is whatever taxiway is behind us. Yeah, that one. Is it? No, it's not. It's that one, sorry, but this is Kilo 3, it's Kilo 4, it's really confusing. This shadow thing annoys me. It's always been a thing in the PMDG aircraft. Well, the 777 at least. It's just so frustrating. You know, I find annoying about this aircraft as well. It slows down when you don't want it to slow down, but when you do want it to slow down, it gets faster. It doesn't slow down. Right, Kilo 2 and Kilo 1, so it's this next turning up ahead. So we'll give the cabin a ding. Sit down on your bums. And let's get out here. Camera lights, what is that? I wish the camera worked in this aircraft, but it doesn't, unfortunately. It works in the PMDG house livery, I believe, but not in any other livery, apart from a select few, which is annoying. Because I was really excited for it, but I've not actually gotten to use it yet. That's one of the things I really liked about this expansion, was the fact that you could get a wee camera. That's not the reason why I bought the expansion, but it's just because you can get a camera. Right, we'll set our transponder to TARA, which is set. We'll make a right here. Landing lights will pop on, turn off and stay on, taxi off, strobe on. We've told the cabin that that is us ready to go, which it is. Everything else is set. Clear on the left. And we are clear on the right as well. So runway 12 right is confirmed. And we'll go for a roll and takeoff here. So we'll wait till this. I watched a video and the guy said the wee corner, it's better to wait until the wee corner is sort of in line with the centre of the taxiway or the runway, and then start turning the aircraft. Which he was right about, because look at that lineup. Practically perfect. Hey! You didn't say anything. Right, let's get going. Take off. We're looking for 55.5%. Or sorry, just 55%. Start the timer. Stable. Toga. We're looking for 105.0 on the engine EPR. First set. Knots. Rocketing down here. What we like to see. V1. Rotate. Obviously don't pull back too much, as we don't want to get in that tail strike. Cluster brake, gear up. LNAV. Get onto the flight director. Please don't crash and just be doing an autosave. I love when it does this to me. Hey, there you go. Alright, we keep on the flight directors here. I'm going to reset that altitude up to 290 just now, just because I don't want to slow down at all with our descent rate. let's get that nose down. Keep on flight directors. I am aware that this first section has been so long, but I'm probably going to start the descent bit at about 10,000, 11,000 feet. So it shouldn't, the video should just be under an hour, hopefully. I hate when my videos are over an hour long. Doesn't look very appetizing to watch, you know. Who wants to watch an hour long video? Right, flat 5 speed check. That nose is gonna go up in a second, so we need to just keep it pushed down. Nothing exciting on this departure, so I'm gonna pop the autopilot in. I'm gonna do all this kind of after, you know, we're a bit further along, because obviously I don't want, you know, to sit here this whole time wasting time. Let's see if we can try and get one with the Burj Khalifa on the background, and then will be the last screenshot, and I'll leave yous be for the cinematic shots and the landing. We're not going to get one with Burj Khalifa in the background. We'll go with that. That'll be the thumbnail. Right, I'm going to leave you with some cinematic shots and some music, and I'll see you guys back in the descent into Los Angeles. Hey folks, and welcome to the descent into Los Angeles. As you can see, it's not nice weather. That's all I can say about that really. It's meant to be storms in the vicinity at LA. Winds wise, they're not too bad, so that's always a wee bonus that it's not too bad on the wind, but we're expecting storms, so it's always not a good sign. As you can see, we're just passing through 12,000 feet now. And we've just started the arrival. That's actually the chemo waypoint for the chemo 3 arrival. And as you can see, runway's changed. We're not on the 07s anymore. For 07 right, we're on 25 right instead now. My plan is to, when we get to darts, possibly, you know, take a bit more of a heading out to then turn round rather than doing this turn, as we'll need to be quite slow for this turn, which I don't think is going to happen. I've got a couple of things that we need to do before we actually arrive. I've already popped the altimeter in, but we've got you know, our minimums and, you know, our VREF speeds and stuff to do, so we'll go ahead and start doing that now. So no spoken seatbelt signs will pop on. And in terms of our speeds now. I kind of want to, let's see what the temperature is at LA. LA temperature is 13 degrees. I kind of want to do flap 25, but that would mean more 153 knots, and that's just, sorry, 152 knots with +5. So it does seem a little bit OTT, so we'll go with the flap 30 landing instead. It's deciding to do an autosave right in the middle. There we go. Flap 30, 139. And in terms of the minima, so we're doing the ILS for 2.5 rate. That's 304 feet, which equates to 200 feet on the minima. So 304 feet, I went right past it. There you go, 304 feet on the barrow, which is lovely. That's perfect, and then let's have a look at the, I'm going to just quickly pin some of these charts on Navigraph. We'll be parking at the Tom Bradley terminal. So we want to park at 157, I believe it is, but we might just take a different stand. But you know what, we'll go 157. So to get to 157, 2.5 rate. Oh, perfect actually. So we want to get off kind of down. Bravo 7 seems to be a high. Yeah, Bravo 7 looks like a high speed exit. So what we'll do is we'll try and get off at Bravo 7. So for that we'll set auto brake 2 and we'll go full reverse. Because that's us below 10,000 feet, we'll pop our left and right landing lights on. 143 on the heading just now. I'm also going to reset this now down to 1900 feet, just so we can grab that glide slope and stuff. Right, I'm going to take heading here. We'll go out a wee bit further, but we'll keep that VNAV half in just now, which is perfect. So the start of that looks like it's called fault is the initial waypoint. I'm actually going to slow us down just now down to our flap up speed, and we'll actually go ahead and take flap 1. You know what, I'm going to bring us out a wee bit more there. Holy smokes, that cross window is really pushing us off. Right. So yeah, there's the start of the final for the arrival there. So what I might do is I might bring this back to flap 1 just now. We'll actually need to do a checklist just now. So recall is checked, notes checked, auto brake 2, landing data for US is going to be flap 30, 139 plus 5, so flap 30, 144 knots, and minimums is 304 feet. Approach briefing is completed, altimeters are set to 289 or 6, and then it's just our landing checklist which we've got to do next. But that's us slowing down now. I'm going to take control of the descent now to 1000 feet a minute. And at fault we want to be at, yeah, so let's get descending in a bit more here. We want to be at 3,700 by fault, or 3,700 by shell, sorry. Fault is 5,000 feet we want to be at. So I'm actually going to go direct fault like that. Pop LNAV back in. VNAV will do, but we'll take 199 again on the speed. So it actually says that we're high just now on that descent path. That's fine. This cabin is ready. This will give us, if we get to shell here, fall is 17.8 miles out from the runway. So we're going to keep 199 for a little while, but I'm going to take flap 5 actually right now. Terrain-wise, I should probably pop that on, because yeah, there's terrain around LA. Well, actually, what am I saying? We're past the terrain, so I don't need to worry about it, to be honest. Right, alarm lock. Right, and that's us descending out, so we'll bring this back to the flat 5 bug speed, which is 179 knots. No, let's not do that. So that's lock armed. What we might do is I might just vector myself in here. Do you know what, it's fine, we don't need to, we'll just keep the heading that it's got just now. We'll just leave LNAV in. There you go, that's us slowing down now as well. Quite nicely. 16 hours, 28 minutes since we pushed back, so this has been very long. Why is it not falling? I know what it's doing. Let's do what I was going to do. Oh, there you go, there's lock. Alarm approach. And there's glide slope as well. Perfectamundo. We might be a wee bit off the localizer here, but it will correct itself, hopefully. Let's ignore the pitch. Can't see anything, but we should be able to see past 10 miles. So I'm just going to refresh the weather just now. There you go. The sim might freeze momentarily while it refreshes the weather back in. Rex and EA just do this. They just don't work that well together. 35 miles? What do you mean 35 miles? At Shell we should be... "13 miles out from the runway." Oh, I can't read. I thought that said 30. 35, it says 15. That's embarrassing. Right, that's armed on, that's us fully on the localizer and glide slope, so we'll put our nose landing light on, our runway turn-offs on, and our taxi light on as well. The frames are probably down to Rex trying to reload the weather back in, which I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it's doing. And probably an autosave as well, which doesn't help. Yeah, there you go. You can actually see stuff now. Just give it a wee refresh and it'll fix itself. Hello, LA! Right, I'm gonna leave our speed in for quite a bit longer just now. I'm gonna take flap 15. Ah, there you go. Weather refresh just fixes everything for you. Look at that. Oh, I don't know what the weather's doing. That's a lovely view though, the kind of fog over the city. Right, go around altitude is going to be 2,000 feet, is it? Yeah, go around is 2,000 feet. Well, I'm speed brake just now. I'm gonna wait till 6 miles before I put the landing gear down, as there's no point in doing it just now. Look at all that fuel we've used as well. We were up at, what was it, 134 tons, I think it was. We took, and now we're left with 9.8. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Alright.
25 500.
Can't see the airport yet, but that's the radial altimeter alive. Alright, so less than 10 miles to go. Like I said, we'll wait till 7 miles. Look at what Project Fly done to me last night, right? So this is the flight. So this is obviously us here. And obviously nice and everything, you know, coming really north. And yeah. I don't know what happened. I mean, this guy, didn't happen to this guy, so I don't know. Well, maybe because I don't know, but for me, it just decided to break, which is not nice. But yeah, that's what Project Fly done to me last night, which is interesting. Right, and we'll give this. Oh, I think Elton's one of another YouTuber pal guy. I don't even know. He's pals with another YouTuber. I think the Flight Simmer and Flight Simmer 101. Right. Let's bring our speed back now to 1. Gear down. No auto land, that's fine. We're going to 144 as our speed. Take flap 25. Or sorry, flap 25 just now. I never meant 25, I meant 20. But it's fine. Nope, gears out. Landing gear down. Got a bit of a cross-on coming in there, but that's okay, we'll correct that. Oh my goodness, why are we not slowing down? Come on, aircraft. Doesn't be stabilised. Must approach altitude is set. And we'll take flap 30. Cabin crew. Sit down. Landing checklist. Speed brake armed. Landing gear down. Flaps 30. Landing checklist is completed. Right. Let's get this puppy on the ground.
25 right.
Okay. Throttle is mine. I have control. Turn the flight director off. Let's try and do a good landing with this, as I know I haven't done some good landings recently. So this is
Approaching minimum.
FS Dream Team Los Angeles. I'm actually going to shut up as well here.
Minimums.
Continuing.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Okay, speed brake up. Reversers are normal. That was a bit of a thump on the nose, but it's okay. $60 knots. And we'll get off at the next one. So I believe we're actually getting off at Bravo 6 here. Yeah, we are. That's fine. We got off a wee bit before where I wanted to, but that's okay. It's a good landing. I'm very happy with that. I don't know why. Oh yeah, it's because it's actually raining, but you can't see the rain because of enhanced atmospherics. If I turned trueSKY off, then you'd probably be able to see it. We'll turn the auto brake off, landing lights off, and we turn off, going to stay on with our taxi lights. Strobe off as well. We'll bring our flaps up. Speed brakes are down. Transponder will set to alt reporting off, and we'll go ahead and start the APU. Clear on the right and clear on the left. Wait, are we clear on the? Well, what am I saying? We will be clear. Well, I don't know why I wouldn't think we're clear. Right, we'll taxi on. I don't know what taxi, but this is a Bravo. We'll taxi on Bravo here, and we'll stop the clock as well. Flight director on the first officer side can also come off. There's our flaps coming in. With our slots. There's a cheeky bus. There you go. Let's get back on that center line. Right, we're gonna take right here, Charlie 10. We'll request gate 157. Terminal 1. Nope. And this is the Tom Bradley International. Here we go. Gate 157. Nope. We want Alliance ground. I don't know why there's a vehicle right in the middle there, but we'll ignore it. Let me just reset that. Interesting. I'm glad I got crash detection off. Right, clear on the right and clear on the left, so we'll come all the way in here to 157, which is here. We'll turn that wing light off. We'll keep the logo on with our beacon just now. Right, and then we're going to make a left into 157 here. Right, run my turn-offs, and taxi can come off as well. APU is running, which is good. Slow down a bit here. We'll swing her around. I feel like I'm going to be a wee bit squinty, possibly. That's okay. Right, we'll follow what... oh no, we're perfect, actually. Right, I'm probably going to just stop on the... I think it's going to stop us... I don't know where it's going to stop us. We'll go up to this one. Come on. Stop. Right. Parking brake on, APU's running. Fuel control switches can go cut off. Beacon light off, fuel pumps off. Hydraulics can all come off. Turn packs off as well. We'll operate the jetway. We want the inner one to door 2, confirm, and then we'll request deboarding. We'll go ahead, turn our transponder off. Doors, we'll open up door 2 and all our cargo. We'll also get ground shock set. We'll release the parking brake, and we'll get to autosave. Lovely. We'll get the dual jetway plugs. No. And we'll get the dual jetway plugs in. APU can come off. We'll turn the logo light off as well now, since it's not needed. Checklist, parking brake set, hydraulics are set, hydraulic panel set, fuel pumps off, flaps are up, parking brakes set, fuel control switch cut off, weather radar off, ADRU emergency exit lights, ADRU off, emergency exit lights off, and packs are off as well. And that's the securing the secure checklist completed. And we'll quickly turn that off. 16 hours, 39 minutes on the clock. I don't know what we were expected, but hopefully we bet the time. And there we have it, folks. That's us now. Oh, it did stop us bang on the 777 there. That's smashing. Well, that's us in LA, folks. I hope you enjoyed that very long flight, and I'm really sorry for the start being very long, but what can you do? It did take a while to set up this aircraft, but I hope this video is not going to go over an hour long, because I know watching hour-long videos can be quite time-consuming. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any flight suggestions or want to leave a comment or whatnot, just leave something in the comments, and I'll get around to having a look at your flight. But apart from that, from Emirates, 216, I believe we are, the 215, I will see you all later.